Good. Well, major entrance, I guess you can back up. So. Thanks. Ryder's hair's all done up.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, I wish I had that talent.
Who don't?
Grandma's gonna have to teach me.
And I'm not good at
And she
it.
doesn't think she's good at
No,
it.
I'm not good at it at all.
You are good. I mean,
It looks beautiful.
I can't even French braid my own hair, or anyone else's for that matter.
I can't either. Some water?
You can't sit that down anymore.
I can't find a tripod right now.
Okay, well, we need you kind of at the table as
Okay.
part of.
Just put it on
I'm
here.
cool.
I'll do it. Put it on.
Where's that other little tripod?
As long as
at?
it's, we don't have to worry about it's just it's video. It's audio is what they're most concerned about. So.
This is audio.
Oh, I got it. I'm right here, boy. We ain't gonna miss this time. I got you. Come on.
And that's for you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, all right. Well, we're all here basically for a child and family team meeting, a transitional one that I spoke to you specifically about, because the case is going to be moving on to a different worker, an ongoing worker. And this is Evelyn. We all did our introductions when you weren't here, Edward. This is Evelyn. She'll be the ongoing permanency worker. And so basically we just kind of go over why we're here today, the reasons we got to this point, and how the family's involved, and what services are in place, and where we go from here. So we did the introductions, and I spoke a bit with Evelyn yesterday to kind of update her on the case. We had gotten 2 reports within approximately a month's time on the family, both regarding Ryder, who was in both of them as the alleged victim, and Jada was in the second one, was the second report as an alleged victim as well. And it was regarding possible physical abuse and injuries to the kids. The initial one was brought in, there was an incident at the school where Edward had kind of gotten upset with Ryder, gone into the school, basically said, I'm kind of done with her, call CPS or I'll do it type of deal. Ryder talked about an incident in the home, what had occurred, and what the physical discipline things that had been used by Dad at that time. The second report came in, similar allegations, with Dad tugging on the girls, pulling the girls, upset about the bathroom not being clean. Back out, same reports by the girls regarding the type of discipline used in the house with Dad. So at that time we talked to, I talked with Edward, and we talked about voluntary in-home services with Boys Town. So the referrals made back in April. I think it took about 2 months for the family to actually come up on the wait list. When they did come up on the wait list, apparently they contacted Dad, and Dad was like, we've got it under control now, we don't need the services type of deal. I tried
Due to the fact that we thought that it was a voluntary program at that point, and that's why we felt that we had it under the right control at that point.
Okay.
And
But
after we found out that Ryder
after we found out, yeah.
ADHD diagnosed by a doctor. So
Okay, so then, upon trying to close it, we learned that the services were declined. My supervisor contacted Edward, spoke with him regarding the services again, and he stated he is still not interested in the services. So at that time, we kind of moved forward to say, no, we need you to have services at this point, and at this point, it won't be voluntary. And at that point, Melissa expressed to me that she was not.
I was never informed.
Never informed.
I was never informed. I was never called until Edward was called the day prior to going to court, which was the 9th, or the 18th was the Monday. You contacted Edward with Debbie in present regarding the fact that our court hearing was on Wednesday, or his court hearing was on Wednesday, which meant that I didn't have anybody to watch the children because his mother was not here. So I was not present, nor was I told that this is what this case was being presented in court. So hence Edward's disposition in court due to the fact that the situation, which has led us to now where the situation has arisen to what it is today. And hence why we've never, I welcome Boys Town. I have to tell you, Heather's been the biggest support since she's been in my home. She's not only that, but she's also listened with empathy and in respect of, and in light of what's gonna be best within what I've already placed, and helping me in the consistency and giving me the proper tools to put it there. Because we've had a lot of these systems in place, it's just the fact of consistency and keeping it, continuing, you know, and that's exactly the direction we're headed. So I feel pretty confident in the direction that we're headed at the moment.
And how do you feel about it, since you're the one that does the primary parenting on a day-to-day basis?
Everything that we've already implemented, like I said, I told Debbie about everything that I've implemented as a parent. Beyond what she was saying that these services entail, basically I sing to these kids, I dance for these kids. Every single type of parenting that you can imagine, I've done it. Okay, I've thrown money at the problem, I've done everything, so I explained that to her. So when she told me about the program, and then when the program, Boys Town actually called me, and I asked them what it was, and I asked them if they were going to do anything different in relative to what I do with the kids, and basically they told me no. So that was when Boys Town was canceled, because I didn't want it to have an adverse effect, which it is having now on our family. So now that Boys Town is in effect, now our kids, you know, they know that a certain level of discipline is out. So now they feel like they have a choice now. If we say do the dishes, you know, they feel like
Yeah, so
the parenting is taken out of our control now.
So you feel like the boy, in a sense, Boys Town is undermining you?
I feel like, yeah, well, in a way, because
Okay.
yesterday, or when she was here the other day, I mean, I told them to clean up, and she went right behind, and she put a time limit on it. Like I said, our parenting, she like alters it to you know, cater to what the kids, you know, just like add on to certain stuff. Like if we have like an allowance set, like we didn't have the money set for them. So we got, instead of like saying $100, we're physically having $100 in a jar. You know what I'm saying? So like they're altering the programs that we already have in place. But like I was saying, because no one could tell you how to parent, but no one, as far as me telling Debbie and talking to Debbie about the things I've been through, that should have been enough clue to tell her that I've been there. I've been to my wits' end with trying to figure out ways to reach these kids. And when I was reached on Monday to talk about Boys Town and going to Boys Town, and Hava told me that, okay, well now we're going to go get a court order. We specifically thought we were going to court on Wednesday to deal with getting Boys Town in the home and not having our kids being a ward of the state. Okay, and that's where the problem was, and that's where I got upset, because you know what? If it was simple as to have Boys Town in the home, you know, you could communicate with me and tell me that, besides whether they're doing this and tearing up, because this right now, this is not good
It's
for my
caused
family.
an incredible
You know,
impact on
regardless of
the
what you guys, regardless of what people think, you know, we're gonna do the program for 6 weeks, but you know what? All this giving my kids is, hey, I don't have to do this.
What is my
Or what is
my
my consequence if I don't do this? No, you're gonna do this. Just like Debbie said, they're 10 and 11 years old. We should only have to tell it once. You see the 3 crosses right there with the X's?
Yeah.
That's the equation, okay? I tell you once, I tell you twice, I tell you 3 times. It's a consequence. 3 strikes. It's a consequence.
What snack do you want?
Wait, the way that report is set up, it made it look like I just come in here beating, slapping, kicking, and slamming on concrete and doing all this other stuff. That's not the way it goes. You know, that's what I was so upset about, because no one's taking the time to even come in here and figure out what's going on.
We have a
We
video
tried
recorder
to be in
in front of our
contact.
house.
We tried to be in contact with CPS for 4 weeks, regardless of what it was about. If they was concerned about what was going on in the safety of the kids, if we were calling them, they would have been in communication. You guys would have been in communication with us. But at the same time, I'm not trying to dredge up all that stuff. As far as the program looking forward, I mean, we're being proactive. All from the top, from the start, I've been proactive as a parent. You know, for people saying neglect, I've been there, hands on. No one else has. I don't care what you're reading on the paper. No one else has. Me. Okay? And to take me out of this home because of what someone said, well, an allegation regarding one person, and it's like we tell you the sequence of events, but no one wants to listen. So now we're at the point where someone is really itching to get at this case, because they know all the protocol wasn't followed properly. So I should have had a due process instead of automatically being railroaded with my kids being threatened as a ward of the state. So you guys jumped from one step all the way to another. And it might have been because of the way it was delivered on the phone. And, I don't know what prompted, the allegations or the level to go that far, But now, it's like you guys could change it. But what was read to the court to make me look like this type of person,
Thank you.
okay, is already said and done. You can change it, you can alter it, but it's already been said and done. And if you guys want a Boys Town in the house, now Boys Town is in the house. I'm out of the house. We're in jeopardy. I've been losing so much money. It's ridiculous. She's in jeopardy of losing her job. My son is going crazy. It's like, you guys think that you guys are being helping this family and being safe?
We have a
Safety?
CP.
That's not safe.
Okay,
That's-
guys.
We
All
can
right.
go on and
I know,
on.
and Hava talks to you guys on a daily basis, and we've rehashed it. We got to kind of just.
But
Well,
as far as the
let me
future
know, but we're
goes,
just gonna have to
but
let
to answer
everyone
my
know where
question,
they're at.
I feel
Yeah.
positive because I was
We
already
need
we were already
to
moving in a
have
positive direction before this intervene, before you guys intervened. We were already, and that's what I explained over the phone, and that's what I explained to Boys Town. And when Ryder was diagnosed with ADHD, specifically our doctor said if she does anything wrong behavior-wise, it might be to get attention, it might be something else, but pay attention to it and don't react to it. Don't hash it out. Don't dwell on it. Move past it. And now what we're doing is we got a big old high beam on the problem and the situation, and now instead of helping, these girls are finding out. They sit here and they watch Heather's mouth and they find out every single thing that she's implementing because now she's the end all say. Okay, now Boys Town is in here. Now whatever we say is now she's implementing this stuff. So now it's whatever she says. Okay. So now these
Shouldn't be that
no. This is
It's
what
not
this
that
this
way.
is what you guys are showing to these kids.
This is
okay?
what they're
And
seeing
now
and
so
what they're
now
possessing.
these kids
We're
are
talking about
seeing,
behaviors of what's
this is
coming now.
this is what
from
regard
what-
in regards to the
what
future
happened.
though.
But
This is-
can
based
you
on what
guys
you
take a
guys
little
have done.
responsibility?
We do,
in-
but we're
well, no,
following suit of what we're supposed to do
I know.
because of it.
But you're very upset.
I'm
Edwin's out
not
of the house.
I'm completely fine. I got it under control.
Okay, Melissa, could you please listen?
I'm listening to you.
That they're hearing you guys right now. They're hearing all this. They're
Fine.
and I'm guessing it's continuing too when
They're
you're on
in
the
their
phone,
rooms.
when you guys are talking to each other. They know what's going on.
Of course they know because they've also nobody's talked to
We
them
were
also
past
to
it,
find
that's what I'm
out
saying.
that what Jada construed in a lot of the stuff, what
We
this
were
boils
past
down
it.
to,
We were past
was because she didn't get what she wanted, which nobody took the time to sit and ask the 11-year-old why she wanted to choose to lie about some of the things. I'm not saying all of it was false, but you guys didn't take the time to really find out. And when he says they're manipulating, master manipulators. And I have to tell you, there's design schools that help with children with problems like that. And her father, she's following
So
in her
both Ryder
father's
and
footsteps.
Jada are manipulators.
They in their own,
Jada's
in their
the
own
main-
respect, but
Jada-
Jada's
we
a
were
big
telling her-
factor in
we was
this. She's
giving
why
her-
we're here right now.
We were giving her a little dynamic about what was going on.
She pushed this-
and-
this-
She's not why you're here right now.
Not the
You know what,
but
I'm
the
gonna tell you-
sequential history of the case. I get it,
No.
but what I'm trying to tell you is that pushed it to this level, didn't it?
You know what?
No.
No.
You
The
know what,
second
I'm gonna tell you
call
like
didn't-
this.
that's what she
Okay,
told
I'm
me.
gonna tell you like this.
That's what
I
she
know
told me
from
the
I
last
know
time you were
exactly
here.
every single case with Ryder that goes back to second grade. Okay, from when she got whooped and I told the caseworker then, and I tell you guys now, and I whoever said that I pulled her hair and I said that in court is a bold-faced lie. I've never said anything like that because the judge even said I denied he's denying it. So it's two different stories of the 11-year-old versus me, and that's what the judge said because I said I didn't do that, and I know I didn't do that. Okay, I know exactly why. So whoever said that or told Melissa that is a bold-faced lie. Okay, so that's why, hence the video camera, because
You don't
no-
remember in your interview with Debbie stating that you might have tugged on the girl's hair during the altercation
No.
over the
I
bathroom?
witnessed the altercation when they put
no,
her in the bathroom.
no,
and I
you
told
said that this.
that.
I said this in court.
I didn't say you said
In
it.
my
I said it.
interview,
I never
expressed
said that I
that.
tugged on her hair. Never. Never. The incident that you talked that happened in the bathroom,
We all need to
I
know.
grabbed them both and I put them in the bathroom. That was it. You know, as far as anything else goes, you know, and she said Ryder hit her head and all this other stuff. I mean, there's several different things, and I read in there that I slammed her on the concrete, slapped her, pulled her hair. Ryder is high yellow.
What happens when
My hands, I'm very heavy-handed. I've been a fighter for years, okay? Okay, I've been in battles,
Professional.
okay? I don't, you know, if I strike her in the face, she won't be able to go to school for at least 2 weeks. Okay, if you brush her hair, I can bring her down here. You brush her hair. If you scrape the side of her hair, it would be brush marks on her head. Ryder's high.
She knocks
yellow.
into something, or she doesn't sleep well at night.
She's
got big like circles.
She's
under
hitting,
her eyes. This is her
she's on,
skin
hitting
color.
her knees on the concrete, hitting her legs on the concrete. She gets
Look at her.
bruises. I ask her all the time, what happened to you? What happened? What's going on? She is high yellow. She's gonna bruise. You know what I'm saying? And if I slapped her in the face, I'm gonna knock her out.
You would
Okay? And if I slap her in the face, it's gonna be a mark. And she's not gonna go right to school. And she's not gonna talk to her sister principal with a red mark on her face. Okay, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I could tap Ryder and she'll have a red mark. So
Okay,
you
let's
gotta
move
think
past this
about
because
it.
we've had this argument with them. I need to know what's going forward and keep moving because that's what I was advised
It's
by
all
my
good.
lawyer.
We'll hash it out in court. You know, I'm not worried about it.
Do you want to explain your role?
Oh, okay. Actually, that was a lot of information. But I
And
understand
it
that
will
you're.
be each and every single time.
Yeah, and I understand there's a lot of stress, and this is not always not the best situation for any family. And I understand
Not
that.
at all.
What I'll be doing is, in the beginning, is just doing an assessment with your family. It's kind of intense, my visits in the beginning, but I think they have a safety plan, right? So I may have to come weekly anyway. Is that the first week I do 2 visits for the first week, 2 visits the second week, and then 1 visit the weeks thereafter, the next 2 weeks, and then I guess because of your safety plan, I'll still be coming a weekly.
Now I have a question.
Uh-huh.
If I can interject.
Sure.
Thank you. The safety plan will be in place until the 5th, until the trial. Am I correct?
I don't know that. The safety, well, it's going to depend on what happens at court.
Correct. Determination upon the 5th.
Yeah.
The 5th of August, is that when?
Well,
Yes.
but I gotta be honest with you, not necessarily, because you could
Well, to a
go to
certain
court,
level, and
but
I
you
understand.
could go to court on the 5th and they could continue it. So right now, the
But I'm saying until the
safety,
5th at this point.
so right now,
Right.
the safety plan is indefinite.
And we are in 100% compliance with the safety plan. We have partnered with Heather. We've partnered with, I have a lawyer, who's in presence. I have his mother here and bear witness.
Who's your lawyer from?
I have Hava has the card. So you can contact him. I'm gonna lose my job after the 5th if this isn't resolved. So what I'm trying to say is the safety plan is going to be followed. And our compliance is 150%. So I
Okay.
welcome your visits. Just tell me when so I can make sure that either I'm here or Nadine's here at this point in time. And if she's not here, I'll make sure that whoever is here is cleared through. Do I have to still call you or do I call you?
You can call me, and all I have to do for the background check, that you've probably been through this before, is you just do,
No, I actually haven't.
Oh,
In this case,
okay.
I'm a pretty good girl, and I've never had things like this happen to me.
I'm just saying as far as background check.
That's what I'm saying. I've never had an issue in my life.
All you
okay?
have to do is just, provide me with that person's name,
Okay.
date of birth,
That's
social security
yeah,
number.
what I did on this previous one.
Yeah, and what they
Okay.
do is they just run a scope check to make sure there's no,
Yeah.
domestic violence,
Right,
substance abuse, anything like
absolutely.
that would be something that we would have to say,
But
well,
what-
it's not
yeah.
appropriate.
But what I'm saying is I might, things might be I might be in your, in touch with you quite often prior to the 5th.
Okay.
Is what I'm
How
saying,
long
because
do
there
you
might
need?
be.
Because I'm gonna have to go back home soon, so how long in advance do you need to do a background check on somebody?
Oh, we can do it instantly.
Yeah, it only takes maybe, I usually put it into the background check office and I have an answer sometimes the same day or the
Okay.
next day. Yeah. And if it don't have it by the next day, usually I'm asking them, you have the information. So what I do is I have a NICFAS assessment. In fact, I brought it today, but I might not start today. I might want to come back another day since you have Boyson already in the home. It might be better just if it was us. And all I do mainly is just look at, there's about 8 different areas I look at as far as ask you questions about family functioning, relationships, that kind of thing.
Basically the same assessment that I did with you last time.
Oh, okay, so you see
And
my
they're-
other questions.
And they're done
And I got one
Okay.
more question. Okay. Is there going to be anybody else that we have to explain this story to?
And
So are you guys
explain
going
to
to shift
children,
workers or,
Oh, no.
or anything else?
I should
Or do
be-
have
this
to
has been
have
disrupted-
anybody come
disrupted.
question the kids
Because our kids
again,
are
or
going to
is
family
it-
counseling, and
Okay.
this is going to be also another additive to it and layer in this process because our children are severely affected.
I would say unless there's some awesome off chance that it becomes like an out of home case, there should be no reason why it would change. But I plan to be your worker
Well, it's
until
just
the
because
end.
they've really, it's hard for us, and you talk about us stressing this in front of them. Well, it's also hard when you have about 50 people coming in and out of your house. That's also
I have
disruptive.
one
I
more
just want to,
question.
I don't want to forget this. I do want to make sure you know though that Evelyn can also, she can do announced and unannounced visits,
That's
so.
fantastic.
just so
I
you know.
welcome you. You can come anytime you want. Knock on
Okay.
that door. I'm here.
And I'll ask you, like, for a schedule, if I'm gonna do an unannounced, so I don't come and
Fax
you're not
it,
here.
email it, whatever you want. You tell me
Okay,
it'll be
this
done.
makes it sound like it's gonna be really
Done
easy.
deal. Yeah, I got everything you need.
Okay, and then, then I meet with you, I ask you the questions, we get our NICFAS done, and then we'll have a case planning CFG. Sometimes I try to schedule it even today, and that might be a good
Yes, I'm
idea.
off.
And then we
Anytime.
then we just set up a case plan, and
As
that's where
fast
we'll
as
go
we
to
can make
court.
this go.
When you go to the disposition, but I think you all are still, they haven't had the trial yet, right?
No, I haven't even
It'll be a
subpoenaed
while.
to court until the 21st of the month.
Okay, I have another
Okay.
question. Okay, when you called me on Monday, okay, you stated that you wanted me to go to court to get Boys Town in the home, but because of the report that you turned into the DA, this is stretched out to something way more major, right? So are you guys still at a position to where you guys just want Boys Town in the home, or you riding with the DA to where you want the kids out of the home? Where's your position on this?
Well, first of all, if we wanted the kids out of the home, they'd be out of the home, because ultimately that's our decision.
Well, actually, it was the judge's decision, and I told the judge that I'd rather be out the home than the kid because the DA.
Regardless, we have the ability, if we think there's a safety concern, to
Yeah, of
remove
course.
at any
However,
time.
But
Put
of
a
course,
safety
but in
plan in
court, Debbie herself said that the reason why she didn't follow protocol and do the protective custody was because she didn't feel like I was a threat to the kids and that she didn't want me removed from the home. And that's what she said at court,
Yeah,
right?
I told the judge that I didn't want
And you guys said on Monday, right, when you called me, that you wanted me to go to court to go specifically to get Boys Town in the home. So now the problem is with you guys and the DA. That's that. Am I correct? The problem is with you guys and the DA right now, and that's the reason why I'm out of the home.
The kind of the way the situation works, and Melissa and I have discussed this, is that the DA doesn't represent us. The DA represents the people. So the DA can come forward with any position that they want to, and so when we're involved in the court process, if the DA wants to proceed with trial, that's 100% the DA's
Because of what?
Based
decision.
upon
Because
what?
based upon what you
Based
guys
on why?
told
Let's
the
get to that.
DA,
Why?
the information provided to the DA in the court by your agency,
The
right?
DA was open to an
falsified
in-home
document.
case until
Okay,
you
that's all
spoke
I
with
need to
her.
know. That's all I
The
need.
DA was open to
Well,
an
now she
in-home
don't
case
even have to
until you
talk to me
spoke
at
to
all because I
her.
have a lawyer.
Who is your lawyer? So I had that.
Eric
Same.
P. Roy.
Oh, same,
They're the
same.
same. Yeah, we're a family here.
Okay. Sometimes I've seen where
But
you
you
do
do remember your conversation with her, right?
Oh, the DA?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember my conversation because I remember after I read it, I was living hot.
Because you know what,
Yes.
when you get railroaded and we as
Yeah.
active
When you
people,
got
the role that we play in our
A
children's
3-foot
life.
knife sticking out your back, yeah.
And we've told you, we understand because the petition was pretty incorrect. The
Pretty.
I know,
and stuff
I know,
like
I
that
know.
there. So
I know.
I understand, and I hadn't
That's
read
why I
it
can't
prior
wait
to that
to get
either,
there.
so
So if the petition was incorrect,
largely, I mean, there's
Largely.
largely that aren't, but
okay.
yeah.
So if the petition was mostly incorrect,
So what they do is, what the DA was trying to do was to sit down with him to go over it,
okay.
and wherein they can make amends and change it and make different, take parts out that aren't correct. Like when she called me in there, had Dad kind of not already set the tone, I could have said, well, I don't know where that came from because that was never alleged, type of stuff.
Okay.
But
So you're
it
saying
never
you
got
didn't
to
read
that point.
You guys, so your agency didn't read what you turned into the DA.
I
No,
don't
that's
know
not how it
the
works.
DA.
We turn in a report to the DA, and then the DA independently creates the petition that you read.
But
on their
I'm
own.
saying Debbie was the only one in the house. So did you write the report, not come into my house interviewing, or did you get the facts from
Debbie wrote the report
That's
and
what
gave
I'm
it to the
saying.
DA.
Okay, there we go. Now we getting to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what was your question?
Well, okay. And maybe this is just because I don't have the whole picture yet because I've been working with the family since Saturday. Dad's out of the home. He was out of the home since the last court appearance, I assume.
The 20.
Since the 20th. The petition that the DA filed is largely incorrect. Boys Town, we're now engaged with the family. He's been at every meeting, he's been cooperative at every meeting that I've been here for. What do they need to do so Dad can come back in the home? What's the issue? Because we can't fix it if we don't know what the problem is. If I know what the problem is to Dad being prevented from being able to come back in the home, then I can work with them on fixing it. If I don't know what it is, I can't work with the family on fixing it.
Well, some of the pieces to it are, you know, we as an agency expect parents to take responsibility. So some of the things that came out in court that were really disturbing to both the DA and hearing master were that, you know, the kids are liars and manipulators and they're the reason that, you know, that CPS is involved. And, you know, I don't know if it's just the way, you know, that you express yourself when you're angry or, but it kind of comes off like, yeah, you know, I beat my kids when I need to and I'm going to keep doing that. So those are the concerns that were raised for the DA and you know.
So it was the
and it's
deliverance and it was the perception of the tone is what it was.
Well, and it's also that he
And the alleged-
admitted
and
to
the
in his
alleged.
interview with Debbie that he did
alleged.
grab the kids and place them back in the bathroom.
Which he
and-
did, which I saw, which was not
But I never-
forceful.
But I never said
which
I
I
grabbed
saw
anybody's
with my
hair, 'cause
two
I didn't
eyes.
grab nobody's
Well,
hair.
and then me with the DA, yeah, I whipped my kids, that kind of tone
Because
is
the
not-
last, in 2008, and it was in the fall, we had a CPS worker at our home at that point in time who advised us that it was okay to swack them at
You know
least 3
what?
times on their butt
I'm
with
not
a
gonna
closed
change my
hand.
story. I'm not gonna change
And
my
it's
story
not
to suit
something
this
we
DA.
follow
Okay,
what the
I said something in
guidelines are.
2008, and that's
Well,
what it is today.
No, you said that when you were sitting with her in that room.
Right,
Well,
but
I know,
this
but,
is what
but
they
I'm saying
said.
I'm not gonna change from
Yeah.
from when the worker came in
This is how we
2008
discipline our
to
children. I mean,
where I am.
They have,
And
they
they
have
can
roles
sit up
that
here and
set.
tell you
However,
it's
we're
not
going on a
excessive.
positive route because obviously they're 11 years old. I'm not going to implement physical
not
type
excessive.
of discipline with any one of my children
And
at
Well,
any
just so you
period of
know,
time. I'm trying to work with Boys Town to get those things in place. If I can finish talking. And I want to have these positive things in place to better my family and to give them the best of what they need from us
And
as
just so
parents.
you guys know, I don't know if you've got, do you have all the paperwork that we did the first day? Do you have a copy of your safety plan that we made?
I do.
Their safety plan specifically states, no family member
back,
will
Grandma.
physically
Go see
discipline
Grandma.
any of the children
Go
at
see
any
Grandma.
time for any reason, period. End of story. I'm the only one that signed it, because I only need one signature on it. But they were both here when that was created, they both agreed to that and have discussed physical discipline with them, and they are agreeing to practice what I'm going to teach them and to do.
And we have been practicing in
This,
place.
I believe you.
You've
You're
seen
okay.
me.
You're okay.
And can I say something real quick? And I have told Edward, because he calls me when he's really upset, and you see he gets boisterous. Mom, your granddaughter, da 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 da, and you know, I just wanted to do this. I'm like, Edward, because I work in a jail, and I see people that get arrested for abuse. I'm like, Edward, I know I used to beat them too. I used to beat my kids, but you can't do that anymore. I see people come to jail. I saw a lady get arrested for slapping her 14-year-old daughter because the daughter said, F you, F off, and she slapped her. She gets arrested because you can't do that in this day and age. So I'm like, Edward, calm down. You can't do that now. You know, I see this all the time. You just can't do it. You can't use physical abuse like that. And I said, I know I used to whoop you guys. I could have been arrested, you know, if it
I
had
can make
been
a copy
original,
if I
you know, like it is now. I could have been arrested.
See, and that's the
Because
main
that's what I
thing.
used to do. I used to whip my kids when they were around, and they grew up to be pretty decent kids.
And that's the main thing that they don't realize that nobody's trying to.
No, I'm
tell
showing
you
you.
this-
This
This
They
incident,
have the
they
safety
think
plan in
that it's
place.
always like that. Like I come in here and just like they gotta be
specifically
scared of me or
address
something, and it's not like that. We have so much fun and we
And-
have a good
and I
time
can
around
express to
here.
you-
Okay, wait a
And
minute, let's-
these little isolated incidents is just like, and then because someone can't go, because the kid can't go to field day, so they want to, you know, trump up some story about 2 weeks ago, and they want to take that story and add on to it and then make it seem like this because they know that you guys were out here 2 weeks ago, and it's like, come on, common sense.
And the one positive thing I can say out of this is that I've talked with both girls myself, and they both understand the severity of what it has become. And they expressed to me nothing but wanting their family back, and Jada, number one, sat by my edge of the bed the other night while I'm crying, and I'm having anxiety and panic attacks, saying, okay, how do I fix this situation, since what I've done has affected this family greatly. And I said, that's why we have the systems in place that we have in place, and we're gonna go forward.
But it's important that they don't feel like it's their
They
fault.
don't. And that's exactly what I'm expressing to you. I gave her nothing but empathy and love that I understand. We've been there, we've all made mistakes. And I
But-
understand that she made a
like
mistake.
I said,
Listen
you
to
guys
what
are
I'm
talking about
saying.
something that happened
But
in
you're saying
April.
she made a mistake. What's her mistake?
Her mistake for the fact of making up a construed story about Ryder. You're not listening to me.
They don't believe it.
You
That's
don't
why.
believe me, so you're not listening.
When we take away
I'm
something
telling
like
you the
field
truth,
day,
and I've told you
this
I've
is
bear
what
witness to half of
happened.
those allegations that you're falsely allegating. Me and him don't have domestic abuse in this house. We've never had disruption to this extent until this.
And this is
Are you
just going.
kidding
This
me?
is just bringing back stuff that happened in April and bringing it, drudging it back up, and then it's making her feel bad because this is going back to where she knows exactly what she did, and nobody else is listening to us as parents telling you guys that.
I mean, we're here
Look, this was
24/7,
malicious.
we
We
know.
even went up to the school to follow up with this with the principal and assistant principal because
Okay.
it's getting to the point where it's out of control, and now it's getting to this level.
Okay, can I speak for a few minutes? As you saw in court, I did not want to remove the kids. And they all asked me why hadn't I removed? Why hadn't I removed? I said, because I didn't feel that you were a threat to the safety of the kids. We wanted to get services in, and that was really ultimately our goal. Because of your interactions with the DA and interactions with the hearing master, they got upset and wanted the kids removed. And that's how it came to be this situation. We've battled, we've gone back and forth with the DA saying, can we further proceed? Can we do this? Can we, and she's just not willing to budge.
Exactly, because
So,
If anything, she still would like us to remove.
So at this point, the DA is kind of not playing nicely in the sandbox, even though we're putting services in place that initially the family declined. Now they're accepting, they're working with me. They're taking steps towards what they need to do to get dad back in the home, and the DA is basically saying F you.
Yeah, basically.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
agree
hearing.
with that characterization, no.
Okay, that's
But
what I've
that's the
heard from this
interpretation.
conversation.
Yeah, what's the
so far.
perception of the
So,
conversation?
I would love to understand more of why you're disagreeing with me on that. I understand that dad didn't have the greatest interaction with the DA and with the hearing master.
I mean, I guess I'm confused because, like, for instance, I'm wondering. I'm hearing you say that things are, going successfully in the home, but I'm hearing
So
him
far.
say that he feels you're undermining him.
No, he's not, he never said that.
No.
Where
What I
did
said
that
was,
come
what I
from?
said was the perception that the kids are getting is that I tell them to
Oh,
do something and that she's over what we're saying, that she's the end all say. That's what I said. So don't take
She's-
it and twist it to say I said
No
something
way.
because this is what it is, okay? They are seeing the situation for what it is. They are adjusting their behavior to the situation.
Accordingly. They're smart.
Okay, they're smart, so they're adjusting on the fly here. They sit right there, they hear everything she says, and now it's, if I don't want to do the dishes, what are my consequences now?
Or I don't think that deserves a
Or I don't think that deserves a consequence. And you know what? We asked her, what age should how long should it take? Okay, I'm giving them 3 chances. Okay, she said they're 11. They understand, they comprehend. 1 chance. If I tell you to do the dishes, understand it, do it, get it done, no problem. Okay, and now she was going as far as to say, okay, a 10-minute time limit. Okay, so I told them to clean
get
up,
something done.
and she was saying, like giving me an idea to help me out, saying, okay, now you guys have to speak to the kids. Now you guys have 10 minutes to get it done. Okay, so now I'm telling them what to do. Now she's telling them, now this is what you have to do in this amount of time. Okay, so they're looking at it like, we have to listen to him, but now we have to listen to her, and we have to listen to her at this time because now she's in the home, so this is what the authority is like now.
And that
Do you
usually-
understand?
Just so you know, that usually lasts maybe a week before the kids are telling me F you.
Because number
And
one, they're
they'll
learning.
listen to you. The whole point is, the 3 of us are a team right now. Okay? At the end of 6 weeks, I'm going to be gone, and you guys are going to be left with the kids. So, what I'm trying to do is model for you what I want you guys to do so that you guys can do it when I'm not here.
Exactly.